Welcome to part 2 of the Introduction to SmarterTouch. This part is going to look at the Users tab, the Sites tab, the Staff tab, and the Qualification Library tab. If you would like to click on the Users tab at the top, this will bring up a list of the users the centre has added to SmarterTouch. You will also see their grading or user type, so super user or general user being the main two that are used. If you wish to add a user so they have access to SmarterTouch, in the top right hand corner click add a user. You then can select what user type you are setting them up for, as I said, super user or general user being the main ones. You then need to enter that person's details. First name, last name are the minimum, and an email address. You can add their job title to make life easier. If you scroll down, you've then got a tab that says Forms, and this allows you to tailor what forms and access you wish that person to be able to use within SmarterTouch. You then click the Notifications tab. You can then select whether the person will receive notifications, and if so, which ones. And then finally at the bottom of that you will click Save. On the Sites tab, this is where if you have typically used with more than one campus for a college, although it can be an employer site if you are conducting assessments and training at their location. If you need to add a site, you are then going to click the Add a Site button. You can enter the site name and address, and then click Add Site at the bottom. You will now need to link that site to any relevant products, i.e. qualifications, that are being delivered at that site. If you click on Add and Remove, you then get a list of the qualifications. Here you select the qualifications that you would like, making sure you choose the appropriate site. Typically, assessment site, employer site, training site being the main categories. Each qualification has 4 types of locations, so it is important that you choose the right one. When you've done that for all the qualifications that will be delivered at that site, click Finished in the bottom right hand corner. If you then click the tab Products to Site, you'll get a list of products or the qualifications and whether those qualifications are linked to the different types of sites. If there are, you can then click Show, which on this slide now has Hide next to it, and that will give you the name of the site linked to that qualification. Staff, all qualifications need to have staff linked to them. So if you click on the Staff tab, you will then come up to the first tab which says Staff to Products. This will list all of the staff that the centre has added to SmarterTouch and which qualifications, if any, they are linked to. If you need to add a member of staff, please click Add a Staff Member. You will then get the screen to enter their personal details. Again, as a minimum, first name, last name are the requirements. There is also a box at the bottom which you need to tick to confirm that the user is aware and happy for their details to be shared with EAL. You then need to click onto the next tab, which is Relevant Achievements. Typically, we are looking in here for their Assessors Award and IQA Award if relevant. And there are others in there as well, but if they are linked to a qualification as an assessor and or IQA, they will need to have their relevant achievements selected from the drop down menu. You can then need to click Add Staff Member, and that will save the staff member to that list. The next thing you need to do is click on the Details button for that new staff member. It will take you back to the entering their personal details, and there is a tab on the right hand side for documents. You need to click on that and then click Upload Documents, and this will then give you the option to add copies of their certificates for their Assessors Award, Vocational Training Award, IQA Award, internal training, CPD list, CV, etc. For each, you have to do each document individually, and you need to add a title for that document so that we know what it is. This is important because it gives the EQA the opportunity to check the staff suitability remotely, which was a big thing during lockdown. Once you've uploaded the files, you continue to repeat it until everything is uploaded, and then you click Save Changes. We then need to make sure that member of staff is linked to all the qualifications they are going to deliver. So click Add or Remove Links to Products. Click on the qualification and role that you wish that member of staff to be linked to. Each qualification has 5 roles: Assessor, Invigilator, IQA, Tutor and Moderator. So you will need to make sure that this member of staff is not only ticked for the qualification but also in the appropriate role or roles. Once they're linked to all the qualifications in all the right roles, it is a case of clicking Finished in the bottom right hand corner, and you can then go to the tab Products to Staff. This will list the qualifications, and it will show if any staff are linked to those qualifications. As a minimum, there should be at least 1 assessor and 1 IQA linked to all quals that are active. So if you want to see what's linked, you click on the show, and that will then bring up each member of staff linked to that qualification and the roles that they hold. The red, amber, green is selected by the EQA when they conduct their checks on that member of staff to ensure that they are appropriately qualified for their role on that qualification. The final tab we have at the top is the qualification library. So if you click on that, it will give you the option of entering the title or reference of the qualification. If you know it, you can add it and then click search, or if you're not sure, you can click search qualifications with the title or reference box blank. Once you've got the qualification that you want, if you click on the details button on the right hand side of that qual, you will then get a high level overview of the qualification, which includes start dates, certification end dates if appropriate, and any dates for review. And that is the introduction to SmarterTouch. So thank you for watching.